welcome to First Take Movie Podcast.
Are you fucking dance drinking, buddy?
With Jordan Hall.
Colton Marshall.
I don't know if we're keeping the shtick, so Balti Bear.
What shtick?
Because in the last episode I said Balti Bear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Balti Bear Cup.
Yeah, that's a shtick, I guess.
So
we just...
welcome to our second podcast.
Oh, man.
Welcome to our second podcast ever.
This week was Jordan's week.
This is my week. I picked the writer, as you all have seen on the Instagram.
Pretty terrible, honestly.
We're gonna wait till the end, all right, to talk about that.
Sorry.
Jeez,
no spoilers.
Yeah.
There's horses. That's a spoiler warning.
So you guys saw Climax.
We did.
We did go see Climax yesterday.
I didn't.
Because you're a little bit too tired.
Yeah, I was a little tired. It's a little nappy poo.
You want our thoughts on it?
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys thought.
When we left the movie, I didn't give it a rating. Because I don't know, it's not like really a movie, it's more like an experience. Like, it's a lot, dude. There's a lot going on, and I really liked the beginning. I actually, contrary to the other people that we went to see it with, I thought the middle was the strongest point of the movie. And then the ending just completely failed for me. When a movie is so well directed and so technically well done, and you fail to keep that at the end. I mean, people will disagree with me, but the ending was just so badly done. The ending
makes the movie.
The ending does make the movie. That's
yep.
why the writer was fucking trash. Just kidding.
I pretty much agree with that. I was hooked in the beginning. Hooked. I mean, I really liked... this is my first Gaspar Noé film. I haven't seen Enter the Void. I haven't seen, Irreversible?
Irreversible, yeah.
I haven't seen any of his other stuff, so this was a first time for me, and I had both Balti and our friend Christian kind of explain what to expect, so I was very tense going into it. I was I had my guard up, so that might have been why I didn't react the way I should have if I just went in blind to it.
Because it was pretty tame, right? Was it more tame than you thought?
Tame compared to
way
his other
tamer than I
movies.
thought it would be. I thought it was going to be should not be on
I feel like I feel like I hyped it up to you.
There was some shit in it, but
I hyped it up to you because his other movies are really screwed up. Turn it up to an 11, but this was tame
11.
for him.
But I will say the beginning had me in a trance for sure. The beginning was awesome. The way the music reacted with the shots was great. It was just very
So you're saying
systematic. It was
when
great.
they're already in the school, right?
Yeah, when the first opening real scene in the movie when they're on the TV.
Oh,
great.
okay,
It was a
even
great
that.
setup.
Okay,
it was a great setup. I was really excited, and then the dance scene was awesome and weird, but it was cool. And
would you agree it's an achievement?
Oh, of course.
Because there was no script for the movie, and I think the only part that was choreographed was the first 15 minutes because it's just this big dance scene.
But there was a story, but there was just no dialogue.
I don't know.
I don't know if there's a story or not because
the camera just follows along.
Here's why.
No.
Here's
What's
why
happening? It just follows along.
That sounds great.
Here's why I don't think there's a story per se, because the first half maybe, or maybe first third is a better indication, but all the way up till the point where, I mean, can we spoil it?
No,
we can't. We can't spoil it.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Up until the first third, everything starts changing in the movie. I'll just say that. Then it feels like there's no story. I'm kind of just watching maybe a camera test.
But it was well done. It was just the camera. It was it was let free in this place where this stuff is happening.
That's great.
It really was. It was the camera was just let loose, and it's just.
And just whatever happens.
The camera just
whatever
happens on screen.
How do you think
it's a huge project
progressed, or how it?
I thought it was very well progressed. Yeah.
How did the story shape if there was no script? Was it just
I think there was
a vision. I just don't think it was executed for me.
I think he had a message in mind. He's envisioning this one message he wants to send.
Do you think he had
I don't think I got
structure, and then they kind of just did?
Yes,
it was very loose.
Look, so the way it happened, I think the movie came along is he had the idea, and he brought it to these dancers, and he just it must have been so fast. They shot in 15 days. Like it must have been like
Yeah.
quick. Like I have this idea, let's get these people going. Like
Man, it
just
sounds
like
hard
just
to
like the
screw
writer.
up.
The only
Yeah.
oh wait, is the guy an actor? No, right?
In the writer? No.
No, never mind. Then I think there's only one actress, like a real actress.
Yeah.
I think it's that main girl.
Sophia
Yeah.
something. Yeah, she's
And
in
then
other
I
stuff.
think that's her. And then I
She's
think
in,
everybody
like,
else
the
is just a
Mummy.
dancer.
Okay.
Nobody else is an actor. And it worked. I thought it worked great because at the beginning there's like I was telling Jordan there's like these takes where it's just two people and it lasts for a while, but they're just talking. And there's no script and they're just talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Like sexual stuff or whatever it is they're talking about. Like, and I thought it worked great for what they were going for.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I loved everything about that up until a certain point that maybe we'll discuss later, but I can't get into it because of Jordan.
It's hard to get into like specifics because it's so easy to spoil.
All right. Now let's talk about the real thing. Captain Marvel.
Oh, we did go see Captain Marvel. Yeah,
Captain Marvel.
Don't go watch it. I mean, it's very average. That's all, I think all about it. I want to discuss it.
It's no Iron Man.
The Samuel L. Jackson CGI is like fantastic, and that's about it.
I didn't even know it was CGI until you just said that.
Yeah, because he's younger. He's younger. He's
I know.
not
I noticed that,
older.
but I thought it was makeup maybe.
No, CGI.
Wow.
All of it. It's great. Isn't it great?
It's
get lost.
fantastic.
Yeah, but besides that, it's not like it's just.
It's not.
I don't even
obnoxious.
if you're as everybody is hyped up for Avengers, you don't have to go see the movie.
Yeah.
Like the end credit scene is something you knew was gonna happen.
Yeah.
You don't have to see it. You don't have to go see this movie. Don't throw your money at them. Like we want. Like the idea is that they make good movies. Like, and if you're chucking money at them for like these subpar movies, I think that's wrong.
Yeah, it sends a wrong message about who we are as the viewer.
But did you guys watch the Endgame trailer?
No,
it
I
looks
haven't
so
seen
sick.
it. I have not seen
I
it.
haven't.
It looks so
I was
sick. It
gonna
looks so
watch
sick. I don't watch trailers, and I had to watch it.
I was gonna watch it. I
It's
totally
sick.
forgot.
It's sick.
I'm not
it's
sure if
like
I
super
should see
exciting.
it or not.
No, there's nothing like big spoiler. Like,
Well, I heard they only use for the trailer. They only use like the first 20 minutes. They only use clips from like the first 20
no,
minutes.
and it makes sense because what they
That's
show is
great.
some stuff that you knew was gonna happen, like
Yeah.
or like people that you knew are gonna be there. Like you just know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
dude.
man. When
But
does that come out?
they
April?
keep like they have the Avengers theme playing, and it's just so the theme is so good.
Oh, I'm excited.
Man, it's so good. It hypes me up every time.
Colin's looking up the.
April 26th.
Yeah, it comes out
That's pretty soon.
It's next month. It's next month.
Yeah.
We're right
It's
there.
about
And I'm sure
month and a half away.
We can reserve our tickets. I think it was today when they come out, or next week or something. So we need to
Oh,
reserve our
man,
seats
yeah.
like for the Dolby Theater.
Yeah.
So we're there that
Dolby
night,
or IMAX.
and we have to be there that night because the fans are gonna go crazy.
That would
It
be
makes it so
so
much more
fun.
exciting.
Yeah,
Everyone's
it's
gonna
an
clap.
event. It's an event.
Yeah, I remember everybody clapping in Infinity War.
And in Star Wars too.
Yeah.
That all those movies were
Star
like,
Wars
it's like
7 when the
Star Wars
when
7,
the crawl
dude,
came
I was
up.
hyped up.
I'm not proud of this because I actually am not a huge fan of clapping in theaters, but
not?
unless it's after the movie, but like if it's just
But for
if
a
it's just
mar-
for a
for like
Dude,
a
but
Star
it's like
Wars,
they haven't been on screen for
But
forever.
here's
It's
the thing.
so
yeah, when Captain
exciting.
America came in Infinity War,
Dude,
everybody
Yeah.
was.
When Star Wars 7 came out, I started the clap at the
You
screen
started
crawl.
the clap?
Yeah, I was such a dedicated fan.
Nice.
I didn't go the next day. I had to go that night, so I went
I went
front
that night
row.
too.
I had to because all the other seats were sold out.
I went with Alana at like 12. It was like the midnight showing. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it wasn't, but it was like close to the midnight showing, like to keep that, like, you know how like when you're little you used to go. They used to
Yeah.
only do the midnight
Yeah.
showings. And
Now
it's
they do it
super
at, like, 10
magical.
now.
They don't do it anymore. But
Yeah.
man,
So, like, all the
I
Harry
was so
Potters
excited.
in
And it was
Yep.
packed to the bone. Everybody was excited. It makes the movie better.
I have a
Just-
quick,
oh,
quick
yeah,
question,
way
quick digression.
Okay.
What was everybody's first midnight show? Start with Jordan.
I know mine. I know
Yeah,
mine.
I'm pretty sure it was the first Harry Potter.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
No.
that's a great
The
one.
first one. The first one.
I wish I saw it in theaters.
My
Man,
first one.
oh, it's so scary.
Creepy.
Unfortunately, it was Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Which
Second-
like that one? The
second one.
Dude, I actually like the first Transformers.
Yeah, the first
First
one.
one's
The first
decent.
Dude, I love
was-
Shia
I went,
The first
no,
one's
I,
so fun.
I went back and looked at some of the action scenes, and they just do not hold up.
Oh, I haven't seen it lately, and I'm
Shia
scared
LaBeouf
to see
always
it lately.
holds up, though.
Shia LaBeouf's
Shia LaBeouf's
badass,
great. I
dude.
love that guy. Okay.
So Jordan wanted to talk about our top 10 movies
I
of
wanted
last
to
year.
go through our top 10.
But like rapid fire.
Of 2018, yeah, rapid fire round.
All right, who wants to go first?
Balti will go first.
Okay.
We'll end with Jordan
Go
since
from
it's his
10,
week.
10 to 1. You get
like 15 seconds to say
15 second, or no, 10-second review
Okay.
of
I'm gonna
each
be
one.
fast.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like
I'll do my fingers.
I'm gonna be like Usain Bolt on a horse, on a tractor, on a plane that's like an
Jaguar.
F7, dude. Or like no, I'm gonna be like a G6,
Ooh.
like that song.
Like a G.
All right,
Okay.
how about we move on to the reviews?
Ready?
All right, yeah, okay.
Number 10, Beast. It's like this Australian film. It's really great. Great acting, just great premise. It's really exciting. Number 9, Beautiful Boy. Kind of like a mockumentary feature of a real story with Timothée Chalamet. I think he gave a great performance. I was surprised he wasn't nominated. Steve Carell was great too. Let's go. Number 8, Isle of Dogs. Great performances of Wes Anderson, one of the best directors. Super, super aesthetic and beautiful to watch. Number 7 is Star is Born. Just, I thought was phenomenal. That opening scene has been stuck in my head forever. Number 6, Hereditary. Ari Aster is proving to be one of the like most exciting directors nowadays. It's a really great movie. Go watch it. Number 5, The Favorite. Man, how can you not love Yorgos Lanthimos? That guy's badass. Great director. Number 4, Spider-Verse. One of the few movies I give a 10. Just great aesthetic. Just so much love put into that movie. It's great.
Yes.
Number 3 is a Korean movie about... I'm running out of time, so I don't know the name by heart right now.
By Northwest. Or
Yeah.
something.
Something...
It's a spy movie.
The Spy Gone North. Spy Gone North. That's what it's called. It great shows the relationship between South Korea and North Korea so well done in this like time period where it wasn't a thing. It's such a fantastic movie. The acting is great. Number 2 is Shoplifters. It was super hard to pick between 2 and number 1. Some of the best acting I've seen in a long time. Some of the most heartfelt, beautiful movies I've seen in a very long time. I give it a 10. And number 1, if you didn't guess already, it was Beale Street. If Beale Street Could Talk, which just one of the most beautiful movies I've seen in a very long time. Just really, really hit me hard. I was sobbing at the end of the movie. So that's about it.
Cool.
Rapid fire.
10 to 1.
All right. Number 10, I'm not sure if I can put there yet, but I'll probably put The Writer. I need some more time to think about it, but really like it so far. Number 9, First Man. Not a movie you can watch every day, but the days you do watch, it's going to blow your mind. Number 8, The Favorite. Big fan of Yorgos. Love Killing of a Sacred Deer, regardless of what these two say. And it's a great movie, great acting. Different acting, for sure. Won't You Be My Neighbor? It's a documentary. It's amazing if you haven't seen it. One of the only movies I've cried in, for sure. Number 6, Widows. Great action, great acting. Nothing more I need to say about that. Just go see it. If Beale Street Could Talk, number 5. My number 5, yes. Basically just, I'll reiterate what Balti said. Just beautiful story. Reminded me a little bit of Call Me By Your Name. Number 4, A Star Is Born. Awesome. It's really cool to see Bradley Cooper. It kind of stands for just the actor-director and does it in a great way. Number 3, Isle of Dogs. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love the ending. I wish I had more time to talk about it, but one of my favorite by Wes Anderson for sure. Number 2, Shoplifters. There's just so many scenes in that movie that pop out and stick in my head for sure. Great movie. Number 1, Spider-Verse. This has a chance in my top 25 of all time. It's great. I love it. We need to see more movies like this. Absolutely.
Nice.
That was beautiful. That was just so beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Beautiful.
All right. So who's going to do the fingers for mine? I need to...
All right.
I got my list. All right. And here we go. All right. 10, Mission Impossible Fallout. One of the best action movies I've seen in a long time. Sorry, Spider-Man didn't make my top 10, but it was a tie with that and Mission Impossible. But I had more fun than Mission Impossible. 9, Widows is, awesome action, awesome acting, awesome story. So much fun. Number 8, The Favorite. My favorite Yorgos movie by far. The acting's incredible. The cinematography's incredible. It's everything he's good at to the forefront. Right. Thunder Road, number 7. I just saw this last week. It was incredible. Stars written and directed by Jim Cummins, and it's really great. If Beale Street Could Talk is number 6. Again, it's really beautiful. Loved it. 5, Isle of Dogs. Wes Anderson, one of the greatest. Number 4, Star Is Born. I think If Beale Street Could Talk and like The Widows and The Favorite are better directed, but A Star Is Born just worked for me more. You Were Never Really Here, number 3. Joaquin Phoenix is so great, the best working actor today, and that movie's so well edited. It just gets better every time you watch it. Number 2 is mid-90s. I absolutely love that movie. Love it, love it, love it. I don't care if it's sloppy. I just love it. And then my number 1 is Shoplifters, one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. So beautiful. Some of the best performances. It's one of my favorite movies in the last few years. I loved it.
Wow, mid-90s. Damn it, I'm so happy.
Yeah,
I'm
you
so
need to see
happy
that
I didn't
movie.
see it.
It is a
now.
little sloppy.
I'm so sad I didn't see it.
Yeah,
But I was told like if you're like a 90s kid like and you grew up with all that stuff, it's like super like nostalgic stuff, right?
Yeah, it's not like great. Like they don't focus too much on it, which is good. But they just get that time of your life down so well. Like it isn't so much about the era; it's about like that time of your life. It's just
and it
they
makes sense.
nail it. Yeah.
It makes sense for like the guy I hate that directed it.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
I like his acting. I'm just not a big fan.
He seems like
he's doing better.
Yeah, he seems like he's becoming a better guy.
Yeah, it seems like he's doing better.
You know what's actually funny is I see on his Instagram people will comment like hateful, like super hateful stuff, and then I see him comment like, "Hey, bro, I know you must be hurting" or something like that. Just you can reach out to me whenever you need. Like I see him comment like that a lot, but like he's like it seems like genuinely like he's trying to like reach out to him, which is cool. But yeah.
Or it's a shot, and I actually am a big fan of either one. Like if he's throwing shots at the haters, I like that.
Well, no, because he posted like this Instagram picture of one of the comments that like a lot of people are hurting, like try to empathize instead of like reacting or whatever.
Oh,
so it was pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what?
We do not see
I'm
any
turning a new
empathizing on the internet.
Another great movie. You know what you guys need to see too is
What?
Don't Worry, You Won't Get Far on Foot.
I wanted to. There was a lot of movies we didn't.
They're
watch
only out for a
last
week
year.
though. Like I know you saw 3 Identical Strangers. I really want to see that movie.
Man,
really
it was good. It was good. But
You need to see Sisters.
with a documentary, the problem I had with that is with a documentary, you shouldn't be tricking your audience into feeling some way. I feel
like you should just be.
And they really did it, and I just think that's wrong.
I agree.
To like, you shouldn't have a side really. You should
Right.
be presenting.
You should present the information for a person to decide.
Yeah,
but it seemed like there was some bias, like complete bias. Even though what happened, I don't know if you read the story, it was very wrong. But the documentary like shoves it down your throat. I still give it like I think an 8 out of 10. It's really great. Like, it's a really like interesting story to make a documentary on. It's just it shouldn't. Good documentaries, like great documentaries, don't pick sides. It just shows you the information. You get to decide.
Yeah, you guys need to see this one called Dear Zachary. It is nuts, and it made me cry so much. But it's like I don't know. The documentary changes while he was making it. Like stuff gets revealed while the guy was making it, and it just changes, and it's super dark, but it's super like sad. It's really friggin' good. That's one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. But so it was did you like Free Solo the best?
I mean,
of documentaries last year.
So Free Solo was the best documentary last year.
Yeah,
by far. I'm sorry. I know Won't You Be My Neighbor. I thought was very. It's a great
great
story. Like Fred Rogers is a great human being. Like, and I love the way. Again, I love the way it was presented.
I agree with you.
100%. But to me, Alex Honnold, like the gentleman from Free Solo, he's a free soloist, right? He's been one of my idols for a very long time. He 8 years, 7 years now or so. I just look up to him a lot. Like in a lot of ways, I think he's just a great guy. I love his mentality. He thinks I'm a big believer in like.
He's no Mr. Rogers.
He's no Mr. Rogers. Absolutely not. I'm a huge believer. If you think away, you can be that way. You know, and like when he's scaling this like 3,000-foot mountain with no rope. Yeah, and he's not scared. Like he has this mindset of perfection, and it's I think it's super wonderful. It's one of the best documentaries I've seen.
I don't know if it's still playing. They're still playing it though. Like a week
They're still
ago.
playing it. No, they are.
You should go see it.
Probably because
you didn't see it?
No.
Probably because of the Oscar nom.
You have to go see it.
Is it like great in theaters?
It's great, and it's in IMAX.
And it's intense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting palm sweat at the end.
I've seen him do that climb like 30 times before. Okay, like on like YouTube and whatnot. In the theater, you still get sweaty.
That was my first time ever seeing the climb.
Ever.
That's
sure.
I mean, I've heard of the guy before, obviously, because my buddy Connor rock climbs, talks about him all the time. But I've never actually watched him climb before. This is my first introduction to him.
Yeah,
and it was great.
He is just amazing. People that have a mindset like that are, he's like a genius in his own way, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Agreed.
It's so hard to have a mentality like that. Like, you need to be like in this Zen mode.
I can't.
It's impossible. It's like there's
Yeah.
only a few human beings, right?
Yeah.
There's this other documentary. It's like you can see it on YouTube. It's like this.
Damn. there's
The
no-
Iceman or something. I know our friend Brian watched it.
Oh, it's the guy who can like withstand freezing temperatures.
Freezing temperatures,
Oh.
and they thought it was just like like
Myth.
one man thing, like just
Oh.
him, like genetics or so. But he teaches other people this technique of breathing and how to like be mentally strong, and the people can do the climb like basically naked on freezing temperatures and be fine. It's insane.
That's crazy.
And he can slow down his he slows down his body and stuff. It's like
It doesn't take like
so he doesn't get
8
like
years
really sick or
something
something.
like that to learn or something like that.
I'm not sure. That I'm not 100% sure. But watch it. It's like 40 minutes. It's like super interesting.
Huh.
It's super interesting. Like the limits the human body can be taken
Yeah,
to. You
yeah.
know, it's insane.
That's crazy. Did
Yep.
yep.
And today for our 10 seconds of silence, welcome Jordan Hall. Hey, your fucking dad's drinking, buddy, huh?
Oh yeah, speaking of Stars Born. Oh,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
it was good for us making you here fucking drinking, buddy.
All right,
All right.
let's get to the
You
writing.
want to get to the writing?
Let's get to the
You
writing.
want to get to the writing?
I'm gonna write everything I see.
I'm a rider. Yeah, I love that movie.
All right, I want honest opinions.
Honest
I know
opinion.
we already know Colin loved it because he put in his top 10. Idiot.
I said it's questionable.
Oh,
I didn't. I made a
But
point.
you obviously liked it enough to consider.
right, to consider it.
Correct.
Correcto.
You want to start? or
I'm
you want
willing
me
to
I
defend.
I would like to start because I think we have different opinions on the movie.
Oh my! How dare you?
That's what the podcast is for.
So
You're wrong.
Okay. Let's give a little brief synopsis. So
Okay,
the
yeah,
movie's
so-
directed by Chloe Zhao, a Chinese director.
Yeah, I think
right?
she might be Japanese.
Or Japanese.
But-
Sorry if we're butchering that. But Jordan, go ahead. Read it off.
It says after suffering a near fatal head injury, a young cowboy undertakes a search for a new identity and what it means to be a man in the heartland of America. And it was based off the main actor. He's not even really a professional actor, but it's based off his life. And then all the people who played his family members, friends, are all his real family members, real friends. So it's kind of like almost like a docudrama or something. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like a documentary.
It feels like it at times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely times where I think they kind of utilize that style of like almost an interview kind of
All right, I'll hit you with the hard truths.
with the hard truths.
92
92 Metascore.
Yeah, 92 Metascore seems a little bit outrageous to me.
Ooh.
I'll just start with that. Very outrageous. That a movie like this, I'm sorry, has a 92 Metascore seems a little bit outrageous. Very endearing story, first of all. You could tell the characters are real people.
Yeah.
They're not playing characters. It's very realistic.
Yeah.
They have that going for it. Pretty crazy story. I'm sure like a lot of things happen in this cowboy world like that, and it's rough. Like I thought the strongest points of the movie were between his friend and him, the friend who has he's paralyzed and
I think-
whatnot or whatever.
Is the character his older brother?
No,
He
he's like a
calls him
brother to
brother.
him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
yeah, his friend.
Otherwise-
Otherwise,
Very
I think
sad.
the dad would be
Ve-
there too, and the sister would be there too.
Right.
It shows what people don't want to see, you know, like the hard reality
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I thought that was very, very great. Like, very great. And not
And
to
I'm
say
sure
I
that
didn't...
was real too. So
Yeah,
just
I
had that.
looked real.
Yeah.
And there's no way that was fake.
No, yeah.
I thought the movie took a little bit to pick up,
Yeah.
honestly. Just a little bit dragging there at the beginning. The ending was the strongest point for me.
Oh yeah.
Since I think, to me, that last hospital visit, and then he's driving back home and he's crying.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's where the movie really hit hard, and it hit well, and it was well done, well presented. The movie was well shot, I thought.
Yeah, really well shot.
Well acted, if we call it acting. Really, it's very realistic.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd honestly put it in my top 25 of last year.
Top 25.
Top
I'm
25.
sure it would
You think? I don't know, dude. I saw a lot of good movies last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd really have to go see.
Yeah. But
I thought the movie was good, better than average, obviously, much better than average. I don't want to like take away from it, but it's hard for me to even. It's hard for me to like put myself in that place. We're obviously not acquainted with the cowboy world and whatnot, and it's hard to. It just seems it's hard. I don't know, like the mentality of the cowboy or what it is to be a man, or like I just have a very I have a very different definition of that.
Yeah.
Like a man is a person
But
with
I mean,
integrity, with chivalry that has values, right? And it seems like they're very like hard. I loved his friend at the end, the cowboy friend, who's there for him, and he notices the hand. I thought that was very good, but his other friends, and they had this mentality of like what like a man is, you know, like 1980s, like I'm a man, I provide for the family. It's
All right,
it's
can
hard
I comment
for me.
on that?
Yeah, you can go. Yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
I think there's
brother.
a lot of different interpretations of like obviously what a man can be, but like even just between my dad, what he's told me, and what my grandpa has told me in the same exact family have been
All
two
your dad was
completely
good forward making you fucking drinking, buddy.
Oh, that's all you've been. Huh?
yeah. But they've told me way like conflicting ideas of what it means to be a man. My grandpa kind of just tells me chase money and be able to support a family. My dad tells me chase what I want to do and stick up for it.
I think that's great.
It's two very different ideas, but even within my own family, I get two different ideas. So depending on location and culture and family, I think you're going to get many different ideas.
I completely agree. Like I didn't mean like my comment to be very heavy-handed.
Oh no, yeah, it was.
So go ahead.
I feel like it was but I feel like it wasn't that like different if you think about it. Like I think it's just this guy. It's pretty simple. Like this guy loves to do this, and then it's out of his hands. It's just taken away from him. Which I think which is what I kind of like could connect to or like empathize with.
I agree.
Because then I think it's not just his friends being like, "Oh, you got to be a man. Don't be a little wuss." I think they're just like.
I don't think they understand the severity of the.
Yeah, I don't think they understand the severity,
injury.
and I feel like they're kind of just like more like you got to do what you love to do, no matter what, pretty much.
Okay.
Which I think we can all empathize with. So I didn't, but I can see how when you're watching it, you can have that thought. But
it's just hard. I understand like. I could empathize. I really could.
Yeah.
I legitimately. I'm not saying I couldn't. It's like there's like a different world, you know.
Yeah.
They live in a different world, and like, I don't know. It's just different experiences. I'm not saying it's like it's wrong or different. Like I think it's great. I think the cowboy lifestyle is great. Like people grow up in different like cultures or different like places, and they learn different things, and I actually think that's great. The movie did a great job in conveying that, I thought.
Yeah. I think for me, where there is, I almost wanted it to. I really liked it. I thought it was shot really well. I thought the ending where he drives from that last hospital visit, and he drives home, he's crying. From there on, it's like a 10. Like it's great.
It's well packed in. It shows you what it wants to show you. Right. Yeah, that's that.
And then there's like quite a few moments before that too that were like really great moments, like when the horse's leg thing, the horse
that
gets
was
his
a great
leg.
parallel between
because he's the same. Yeah.
And he has a little monologue with the.
Yeah, I didn't think it needed
sister.
that monologue. I thought that was kind of clear.
It was a little bit spoon fed.
Yeah.
And that shows you like. They add on to the movie, you know, to make it like more
they probably
spoon-fed.
Right. Yeah, they probably had a
not
more
everything
condensed
happened.
version,
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, let's add the scene where he kind of does a monologue about it. But I thought it was clear. I don't think it needed that. But
not. It did not need that.
Right. I like that scene without the monologue a lot. I like that scene, and then I really liked it up to the point. But my problem was with like, I almost wanted it to pick, like I almost wanted it to either commit to being a movie or being like a documentary, maybe because I didn't really know that that's what it was doing when I came in on it. So maybe if I came in on it a second time, I would like kind of like get its vibes better, like because feels like documentary and like that they're good and they're pretty natural, but they're not like great actors. I mean, he does a really good job, but like I almost would want everyone to be like an excellent actor,
Right.
or just go full documentary almost. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I did like it. I don't know.
There's like weak links in there.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Because obviously everyone's
like the
not
Friends.
an
I thought just
yeah.
weak links, but
I thought
it's not like a big thing, you know.
Yeah. I thought they had like when they were talking about like all their different falls around the campfire.
Yeah.
It felt like a documentary. Like it felt like it didn't feel like they would be saying this to each other this way. Like it felt like they were saying it to us.
So
that
would
like,
never be happen in real life,
right?
Ever.
Or like, and if they did, it would be more like,
especially with what you're presented, like their personalities, like.
Well, I don't think this
didn't
movie
feel like-
this movie doesn't
that, but,
necessarily have to pick. I don't think between drama and biography or
Documentary.
documentary. Yeah, I don't think it has to pick.
yeah, I think maybe going in on it a second time, I would be able to like go with it more or like get into that like that aspect of it, but. I don't know. There's a couple moments where I was like, oh, I wish this was a scene full of great actors. You know, like this is a great scene, but it's being held back by the fact that these are a bunch of non-professional actors.
Right.
You know, but there was also moments that I thought were really helped by the fact that this was their real story. You know, so I don't know. It just there's some inconsistent parts, but I mean I really liked it. I thought all in all it was really good.
Colton.
So here's one thing that I really, really, really liked about the movie. At first, I was actually kind of annoyed because it felt kind of dull. Like the house was like, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but the lighting was weird. It was very gloomy. It was very dull, and like probably 2/3 of the movie, I realized like I think we're supposed to look at the movie through his eyes, and can you imagine like having to give up your passion because of an injury that really. I mean, we don't know if it was out of his control. It's not like, I mean, he could stop writing, but that would be self-defeating. So, I actually really ended up liking the dull atmosphere of it. It shows that like how important passions are for people, and having to give it up for like for a greater good is just weird to me.
Having to give what?
Having to give up your passion for like the sake of your existence is like. It's just like a weird. It's a weird dilemma to
so
get
you
into.
can live.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's super rough. But I thought it was like it was dull, looking like it was dim or like gloomy. But I didn't think it was like poorly shot.
No, that's not what I mean by.
Yeah. Because like Brawl in Cell Block 99, that was like gloomy and like I felt like pretty poorly shot. But it felt intentional. But anyway, I really liked it.
Yeah, I just I think I was a little bit with the reviews and whatnot. I was a little bit going into it expecting something.
A lot.
I wasn't aware of the reviews. I just went into it pretty much blind.
Yeah,
I didn't know
anything about the story. It's just I knew the reviews were great.
Right.
And I've heard like you told me it was one of Connor's favorite movies, right?
Yeah, it was a favorite.
I hold Connor to a pretty high standard with movies and stuff. Like, it didn't hit me the right ways. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just not the right movie for me or not. I'm thinking like maybe a 7 out of 10, somewhere around there. If we're going decimal points, yeah, like 7, low 7, like 7.2, 7.1, something like that. But
what's your first take review?
First take review.
One watch, everybody knows the rules.
Yeah, one watch, everyone knows the rules.
Probably 7 out of 8 for me.
7 out of 8.
Yeah, big fan. I can't really put into words. It's just passions are just your entire life.
Passions are high.
I mean, you're a very passionate person with like guitar and stuff. Like,
yeah, but everyone has it. Like you guys are movies.
Everybody has of course everybody has a passion, right? But
if I had to give up guitar, it would be hell to me.
Hell.
And
you have to give up Destiny.
Yeah. It would be terrible.
I'm feeling first take, one watch, everyone knows the rules. Thinking like a 8.6, 8.7.
Wow.
Yeah, I really, really liked it. The faults or the problems I had with it weren't
They're not. They don't
didn't
sound too
take me out of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Good acting, good, well directed.
Yeah, really well. I think if she can do that with a bunch of non-actors, then I'm really interested to see her other stuff.
Don't you think the non-actors part though, like if they live through it, they know. It might be weird though, huh, in front of the camera.
But yeah, like making them feel comfortable in front of a camera, and then like having, because it is their real life, but they still have like written lines pretty much. But I thought she did a really good job.
Here's another one she did in 2015. Songs my brothers taught me.
Look, it looks like the same way shot. There's a little ad there for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't know if you guys saw James Gunn signed back on.
No.
Signed back on.
You're kidding.
Swear to you.
No way. Go.
James Gunn's back, and he's gonna direct it right after finishing Suicide Squad 2.
Wow, that's crazy.
They gave him the job.
I was surprised that
they got rid of him, huh?
Well, no, I wasn't. I mean, wow. But I was surprised Suicide Squad picked him up.
Oh.
There's another Suicide Squad movie?
He is such a fun director.
But James,
but
you don't like
James Gunn.
He doesn't like Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Hey, hold on. Don't put words in my mouth.
Colton hates Guardians of the Galaxy.
Colton told me it's the worst movie of
on
2020, whatever.
I have not said that.
On the record.
I like the first one.
I love the first one.
I like the first one a lot. I love it. The second one to me is very cheesy, and I do not like it at all.
Wrong.
The first one gives me some Alfredo thoughts, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's great.
Alfredo thoughts.
Some Alfredo thoughts.
It's new, it's fresh, it's funny, it's cool. But the second one, it's like a copy and paste. It's very
I agree. The second one wasn't as good,
but it was
had
so
some
much
cheesy
fun
stuff.
still.
I did not have fun.
It had its fun parts. I thought the ending fell down a little bit for me, but the first one is so.
The first one's
good.
great. The second one I thought
great
was really
soundtrack, great guy, great girl, just great.
So I think I'm good. That makes me. I feel like Suicide Squad has potential now.
I agree. I agree. When I saw he was picked up, I
think that's a good choice.
Instead of thinking, God damn it, I'm tired of this Suicide Squad, I was like, yeah, here comes James Gunn, dude.
Did you hear that? And then isn't Idris Elba's, because Will Smith couldn't do it, so Idris Elba's supposedly
Deadshot.
That could be great.
So
Will Smith was like, I'd rather be this blue fake Aladdin.
Oh boy,
genie, yeah, and just really just mess up my career that way. But I'm gonna make the big backs. It
was YouTube Rewind. Fade.
Dude, that was a fade.
Big time fade.
Wait, what?
Have you seen the YouTube?
We'll watch after the podcast.
Yeah,
he was in the beginning of the YouTube Rewind. He's
man.
like, I love the Fortnite, dude.
Yeah. He's like, I love Fortnite, and he's talking about all these people that like nobody really knows like who these people are.
I mean, maybe like the big YouTube people. Like, I'm a YouTuber. I watch them all, dude. Casey Neistat.
Ooh, I like Casey.
Nice tats, dude.
Nice tats, Casey.
He does have nice tattoos, actually.
Yeah. He has weird looking eyes when he takes off those sunglasses.
That's why he wears them all the time.
All right, Colt.
Yeah.
It is your selection for next week's.
Yes.
Don't say it.
Shall it be?
Don't say it.
Once Upon a Time in America.
Nope. We've all seen it.
All right,
maybe we could talk about it maybe in a year from now, but I want to be real fresh going into it, even though I've seen it like 3 or 4 times.
You've seen it more than 3 or 4 times.
We're still talking about Once Upon a Time in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't watch that movie for like another 3 years.
3 years?
Dude, shout out to my dad. That's his favorite movie. And yours.
Shout out to Papa Reyes. Yeah, it's my favorite movie.
Shout out to Papa Reyes. If you're listening right now, dude, send us a... and some...
Go, sorry. Go.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out.
And shout out to someone we know is listening, Robert De Niro, for your performance in Once Upon a Time.
Thank you, Sergio Leone.
Okay, shout out to somebody who really is actually listening.
Okay.
Shout out to Jake Gyllenhaal, dude. Enemy is great. You're great in that movie. You're great in every movie.
Now to someone who's really listening.
Walking
Ethan Carney.
Oh, no. No, dude. We almost went a full podcast without mentioning it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We were doing so good. He even brought up Climax, and he was like, yeah, Balti and Christian. Dude, Ethan was like sweating there, scratching his arm. Like
that movie made me sick.
Oh, okay. Okay, Juki.
All right, next week, I have planned for you guys Inherent Vice, Paul Thomas Anderson.
None of us have seen that.
Oh, I hate Paul Thomas.
It's crazy.
I love him.
Jordan's
PTA.
So, not only are we all PTA addicts, but also Jordan, big-time Walking Phoenix fan, so I don't know how we haven't all seen it.
You bet your sweet Nilly.
So, this will be interesting. Very excited. Heard a lot of things about it. I own it on Blu-ray, so we won't have to rent it.
Heard it makes almost no sense.
Our first time
But
not
you
renting
just
our movie.
Go with it.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm super excited. I've heard great things about it. I can't believe I didn't see it in the theater when it was out.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Wait, what is that?
Margarine spray.
it's a butter
Right, but
substitute.
it's like, how is it made?
No, it's not
That's
just
a good
spread.
question.
Like it's spread. Like, what are you eating?
Well, so there's spread, and then there's
And
a
I
spray
actually-
form.
Okay, I'm not talking about the spray form. That's disgusting. I'm not talking about
That's
like
all he knows of.
he's saying. I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah. What is it?
What is it?
Yeah,
like, I
I
want
have no
butter.
clue.
I can tell you one thing.
I mean,
It's not butter.
Okay, so I see it in the fridge, right? And I'm like, where's the butter? I can't find any. So I just put, well, I cannot believe it's not butter on. It's not like I'm trying to substitute it. It's just like the only thing that's there besides, because we're out of
It's not
butter.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean,
I
so
can't really
out
tell the
goes
difference.
out goes trans fat, but in comes saturated.
All right, favorite cereal, go.
Oreo O's.
Why?
They are just so sugary and so great. I know I'm killing myself when I eat them.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Honey Smacks.
Shout out to Pia. I know you're listening out there, dude.
Have you guys? Yeah, shout out to Pia.
Shout out to Pia because I think Oreos are her favorite.
Pia. Have you had Honey Smacks?
Yes.
Does your pee smell like Honey Smacks?
Yes.
After
No,
you eat Honey
no,
Smacks?
no.
Yeah,
No,
really?
not after. Just straight up.
What do you mean not after?
Like, I don't have to eat Honey Smacks in order for my pee to smell like it.
Okay, Mr. Not Bang the
Wait,
Table, just
what?
bang the table.
Sorry. No. Now that you mention it, like, my pee always smells like Honey Smacks.
What the
Always.
hell? That's not right.
I don't know.
You should go see the
Maybe-
gynecologist, dude.
Yeah.
Or what is it? What's the pee doctor? Is there a
The
pee doctor?
uronologist?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Uronologist?
I'm sure
There's like
it
the
is.
men doctor.
All right, what's
When's the
your
last time you
favorite?
got your prostate examined?
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Not yet, not ever.
Never.
My
You'd rather
favorite-
die of prostate cancer than
Mine's controversial. Very controversial.
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, baby. That's not controversial. It's
fans
the
are
best
gonna like
cereal.
that.
It's the best cereal.
Urology?
It tastes like sugar. in a bowl.
Urology. It's a urologist.
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch
Ooh,
is the
urologist.
best. Sometimes I'll buy
That guy
a box.
touches penises
Dude.
for a living.
Shout out to David B. Samadi. Don't sue us. You are a great urologist. Everybody, if you have a little prostate problem, you have a little pee
No.
problem.
No, it's
It's just
But
urine.
no.
only, pretty
Prostate
much.
cancer treatment
Yeah,
with David Samadi.
Urology isn't just
Not,
urine.
but it's not David B. Samadhi.
That's the same guy, dude. This guy does it all.
Grotti,
This guy does it
Gotti,
all.
it's like the same thing.
This guy is like Paul Thomas Anderson meets Quentin Tarantino meets David Fincher meets Sergio Leone meets
Alfred Hitchcock,
Alfred Hitchcock meets
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick,
Meets
and they
Wes
make one
Anderson.
movie. It's called Urology, and it's all about being in the bladder.
2001, a urology odyssey.
I think we
is
should wrap it up
happening,
at
dude?
there.
Yeah, that's a wrap up.
Um,
Follow us on Instagram
wait,
at
so
firsttakemoviepodcast.com.
let's reiterate in case they
Not
forgot.
.com.
What's the next movie? Inherent Vice.
Inherent Vice.
Inherent
Go
Vice.
check it out.
Watch
it.
it before the
so
next
you can
podcast.
check it out
Yeah,
with
start
us.
watching these movies.
You
people.
fuck-
I
We're
feel
gonna
like-
find every single one
Watch
of you.
it! Watch it!
I
Watch it!
see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.